It is 5 o'clock. My name is Andy Albright, and we're going to get starting in just a minute. There's a couple more people jumping on. I want to give them a minute. This will be a brief overview of the Alliance and what we do and how we do and how you can make money. As a matter of fact, we've got 5 questions we're going to answer. They are, what is the Alliance? What are we? How's the opportunity look? How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you make money? And who else is doing it? Those are the 5 questions we're going to ask. What is the Alliance? How do we do it? How do you make money? How big of an opportunity is it? And I want to introduce you to some other people that are doing it with some different backgrounds, different places throughout the country. Let them explain to you what's been their experience with the Alliance. Give you a chance to really get a high-level overview of what we do at the Alliance, whoever invited you on. We've been really inspiring some great people lately. I don't know if it's this COVID-19 that's going on and people are sitting back and take another look at their careers or take a look at their opportunities, what their company's doing. And then when they talk to us, they see unlimited opportunity and people kind of go crazy. So maybe that's what it is. So if you're brand new and you're one of those people, we hope you get it. Hope you come on board with us. We're making a lot of money, making a big difference, traveling the world. I haven't been traveling so much with the COVID-19, but we run a contest right now to go to Thailand. A lot of us going out to California. A lot of us are going to Alaska on a cruise. It's funny. Last night I was talking to several of our top guys, and we were talking about just taking us kind of a little sneak trip down to the Atlantis. A couple of them had never been to the Atlantis in the Bahamas, and I was like, "What? That's not right. We got to go. We jump on a jet and go." So another minute or two here, we'll get rolling. See, we still got a lot of people jumping on. Olga Mathis down there in South Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. She's killing it. She just jumped on. Got a lot of good people on. Let me see here who we got. Yeah, Alan Hooley. Got a lot of good people jumping on. Gus and Mercedes. I am headed down that way next week. Jared Gonzalez. I'm headed down to Miami next, Wednesday night. I'll be there doing some training Thursday, Gus, if you guys are around. I'm sure Justin and Sydney have made you aware. But anyway, hope they have. Text me. We'll get some details to you if you hadn't got them. Or actually, I don't have the details because I'm coming to their office, so you can get with them and they can tell you what the game plan is. All right. So let's get started. Let's see. It is a couple minutes after 5. We promised 5 o'clock. I'll keep this short and sweet and high level. I am coming to you live from Treasure Island, Florida, which is part of St. Petersburg, Florida. That's on the west coast on the Gulf of Mexico. I grew up in North Carolina, still have a awesome home that my dad built and my wife just recently remodeled. And it's a beautiful, beautiful setup in North Carolina where we have a corporate headquarters with over 100 employees. I think we're pushing 150. And I grew up there in North Carolina. Matter of fact, the house that I'm talking about that I have in North Carolina, I grew up in that house. And we're talking about insurance today, life insurance, some health insurance. We do the MedSup, Med Advantage. We do some health matching accounts. We get people out of debt. We can wipe out credit card debt. Listen to me. Wipe out credit card debt. I'm talking, that one's a crazy one. I did it 20 years ago for the first time. It was a lot of fun. I did it most recently with my neighbors across the street from me in Burlington, North Carolina. Boom, wiped all their debt out. I don't know how much longer we will keep doing that, but that's a fun one. So we do life insurance, we do retirement planning, we do final expense, all kinds of insurance. Now, if you are saying, woohoo, good for you. I was not saying woohoo. When I never thought about doing insurance. As a matter of fact, growing up, people would ask me what I thought about doing when I got older. Because I was a baseball player, basketball player, football player, fisherman, hunter, just standard old redneck. People said, what do you want to do when you get older? I was like, same thing that I do when I'm a kid. Watch TV, go to movies, go to basketball games. I never want to be a fireman. I never want to be a professional athlete. I felt like they traveled too much. I felt like they hit too hard in football. I mean, we got some people that played professional athletes with us, baseball. We've had some soccer players, got a couple of NFL players, and one NBA. And, you know, I never thought about that. Maybe you wanted to be a nurse or a doctor, a lawyer, or a candlestick maker. I don't know. I just didn't have anything I wanted to do. I just wanted to goof off. And I ended up going to college to be an engineer. Went to North Carolina State University because I love their basketball, love their football, and love their baseball. I just wanted to go and hang out there and have a good time. And I did. I got an engineering degree. No desire to be an engineer. No desire to build bridges or houses or to be in the clothing industry. I was a clothing engineer, called it a textiles or clothing or materials engineer. Wasn't interested in that. Just did good. Just math, had a good time. I don't know. If I grew up kind of a very moderate family. My mom was a secretary. My daddy was a postman. Delivered mail. He was a farmer. He was a roofer. He was a construction guy, just a hardworking guy. And I always look around. I always thought my parents worked so hard not to have the nice things that other people had. So I was always trying to figure out how to get that big house. And now we've got multiple homes. Got two just crazy beautiful homes in North Carolina. One that's out in the country. We call that our cabin. It's just on a fabulous 250 acres, 3 ponds. And then beautiful home that my dad built. And then this beach here in Florida that me and my wife live in St. Petersburg, Florida. Directly, and I'm looking out the window at the Gulf Coast, and there's just tons of people out there up and down the beach. Walked up and down the beach with my son today. And so that is the way I wanted to live when I was little, when I was young. But when I graduated from college, I got a standard life, standard job. My wife, Jane, who I was in love with then and in love with now, I've been married to her 33 years. She wanted to be a school teacher, but she wanted to raise children more than she wanted to be a school teacher. So I was thinking, how could she raise the kids and us have nice Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Mercedes and all the nice stuff? How do we do that? And so I was always trying to come up with something. And what you're going to hear briefly, the alliance is what I've come up with some of my buddies. Alex Avian, Alex Fitzgerald, Andy Riddle, Paul Roberts, Diane Lampy, Adam Katz, Stephen Davies, a lot of my friends, we got together and we were trying to figure out what to do. So I had worked in all kinds of deals, let's say, selling coupon books, selling T-shirts, getting involved in network marketing. So while I'm an engineer, I'm doing all this stuff on the side. Now, what I'm asking you is, does this make any sense to you? Did you want nicer things in life? Did you want to travel? I've got a private jet now. I get to travel on a jet. Before that, I remember the first time just flying on a regular basis on Southwest Air. And then eventually I started bumped up to first class. Then I leased a plane. Then I bought a jet. But it's been fun traveling all over the world with my wife and a lot of my friends. And we continue to grow this business now known as the Alliance. So I will tell you, I had no interest in insurance, but my cousin told me to get involved in insurance because he said anybody can make $100,000. And I said, all right, if anybody can do it, I'll get in, I'll try. So I got involved, and my cousin, Russell Everett, he's still very much involved with the business. Matter of fact, he's very successful, several $100,000 a year, travels all around the world with us. But he asked me, he said, you need to get an insurance license. So at the time, it was $250 to get an insurance license. Took a week of going to class. Now we do it online. You can do it for $49, not $250. So $49, not $250, but you still have to get your insurance license. You do it online. To me, it's the boringest stuff ever. Then you have to go to a testing site. Usually it's a university or a local college. You test. That'll cost you $100. So totally in $150 roughly you have your insurance license and you're authorized to do what we do. So I'm going to tell you what we do. You know what you have to do. There's no admittance fee. There's no entrance fee. You ain't got to put thousands and thousands of dollars in to get started. You just have an insurance license and you have to be invited by one of our people. So that's kind of my brief. Hope that's brief enough. My background, we got married. We got 2 kids. Me and Jane have 2 children. One's 26. Haley, she's married to Brandon, who's very successful with us. He sells with us and he recruits with us. He's building a nice agency. And Spencer, my son, our son is a senior at North Carolina State. He's an insurance agent. He works in the business and he helps us while he's going to school. Plans on doing it big time when he gets out, because he said, I ain't never seen anything as good as what you and Mama do. So that's kind of a brief, high level who we are. So I want to give you 5 things I want to tell you about the Alliance. Number 1 is who are we? What is the Alliance? Number 2, what is the opportunity? Like, if you come on board, how big is the opportunity? Do you have a chance to succeed? Number 3, exactly how do you do it? Number 4, how do you make the money? How do you get paid? And number 5, who else is doing it? I've got some people from around the country that I've invited to jump on the call. Okay, so the first thing, what are we? Okay, we are a group of guys and girls, men and women, crazy, fun, hopefully. Some of us smart, some of us really not that smart. We are a group of people put together that we work for big name insurance companies like Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, Foresters, Great Western, Columbia Financial Group, and the list goes on. Okay, these are multi-billion-dollar insurance companies that we've connected with over the last 20 years, and we have great products, great deals, great opportunities with us. We know the CEOs, we know the presidents, we know the underwriters, we know the marketing people. We are tight in with about 17 of these multi-billion-dollar insurance companies. So what we are is we're connected with them and we sell their products to people that we know. Beyond that, we mail hundreds of thousands of letters. I'm going to show you a couple of these letters. All right, so this is one of the letters right here. It looks real simple like this. Goes out to a mortgage person that owns a house, refinance the house. If you open up, it's a return envelope and a 1-page letter. I'm going to show you the one-page letter. Okay, here's a return envelope that's inside there. And here is the 1-page letter. The 1-page letter asks for their home phone, address, work phone, cell phone number. It is bad to the bone. They put this in this return envelope. They mail it back to us. We call that a lead. We call these people. We go to their house. We sell them life insurance. We sell them health insurance. We sell them a health matching account. We sell them a med sup. We do something for one of these companies. They pay us. That's who we are. They pay us to sell. We market through direct mail, telemarketing, and also we have a lot of social media like Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that we contact people. They're interested in any one of these carriers up here that hover over us. We sell for them. They pay us a commission. We hire other people. We teach them to do what we do. They sell one of these carriers to somebody from a lead or their family. The insurance company pays them. The insurance company pays us to help them. We get them or you to hire more people, train them. You get paid for what they do. You get paid for what you do. So this network just expands like crazy, or slow if you want to. For me, I was dumbfounded. I was like, you mean I can hire as many people as I want to? All my friends, people I don't know, people that are looking for jobs. They say, yeah, we don't care. As long as you train them. So I've trained so many thousands of people, and then they've trained thousands, and they've trained thousands. So we track the system all the way back to you, all the way back to us, and the carriers make all these commission drops all week long to us and to other people. So that's what we are. So if I'm walking down here on the beach and somebody says, what do you do? I say, I'm in insurance distribution. They go like, oh, really? They don't know what that means. All it means is I get paid to sell life insurance. I get paid to sell health insurance. I get paid to sell matching accounts, health matching accounts. I train other people to do it, and then they train other people, and they train other people, and they train the other people, and it creates a massive distribution in all 50 states in the United States of America. And once you get licensed in one state, you can get reciprocal license in the other states just by filling out the paperwork. It's a pretty simple process. As always, it's government, so you got to fill out forms, you got to pay a few dollars. But that's what we are. That's the basics. We sell and train people to do life insurance all over the country. Number two, what about the opportunity? When I first looked at this, I looked at the opportunity, I was thinking, is it already gone? Is everybody finished buying life insurance? Is everybody filled up? Has everybody met their quota? Well, it turns out this opportunity is unlimited. There's so many people that know they want life insurance, but they ain't bought it. They don't trust anybody, or nobody has talked to them. Nobody has come to their house. Nobody has got involved in their life, but they know they need it. It's called a wide open blue ocean opportunity. You can work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, make millions and millions of dollars. Nobody cares. The company just keeps paying. So the opportunity is huge. Mortgage protection, people that just bought a house. Final expense, people that are turning 65 and they know they're going to die and they need burial. They need caskets. They need a hold dug. They need to pay for people to fly in. They need to pay for family, hotels, college education, grandkids money. There's all kinds of things that the people, when they turn 65, realize they need more life insurance or burial expense or final expense. These two things are unlimited. Then when you talk about Med Sup and Med Advantage, it gets out of control of the opportunity. So that's what we are, and that's the opportunity is massive. Number three, how do we do it? Let me tell you this. This lead is a big deal. We will stay on the phone. As a matter of fact, people say, what's the catch to this? It's too good to be true. No, it's not. You got to call these people and call these people and call these people. I talk to people all the time. They come on board. They got their license. They go, I called them 3 times. I go like, no, you don't understand. You call this people 100 times. You just keep dialing. Then you go to the next person and dial them. Then you go to the house and knock on our door. Hey, look here. You fill this paperwork out. What's up? And you would believe how many people say, oh, I hadn't seen you call. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, we need it. Fill out the paperwork. Boom, you get paid. So how we do it is we use these leads. We have a commission grid that you get paid off of. It's extremely fair. When you got it turned right side up, it starts at 55%, goes all the way up to 120%. Don't mean anything to you right now, but this is big. And also what we're looking at is taking this up to 140%. So that don't mean much to you, but let me just tell you, you can get promoted up to beyond belief in the amount of money that you can make. And it's extremely fair because it's written out how you do it. And everybody gets treated fair so they can move up the same way. So that's one how we do it. So we got the leads. We got the promotion grid. We have so much. I have written, I don't think I have one of the books. I've written 4 books on the subject. Whoever invited you out, they'll get you one of my books. I've written 4 different ones. First one's 8 steps, 8 simple things you need to do make 6 figures. There's another one called Millionaire Maker Manual. We call that the MMM book, how to make $1 million in a year. We got one book on our values, and we have a book on our attitudes. So there's also a training manual called the Alliance Training Manual. And we'll help you customize one of these for you. We keep it very simple, just so you can flip through it with your clients. This sets up, there's my picture of my family and my wife and kids, my certificate that says I'm a licensed and authorized agent. We'll set one up for you. And this right here can just set right on the kitchen table. This is pretty dadgum simple. All right, how else do we do it? We have training seminars all over the country. We have Zoom seminars just like this, except we've got our top salespeople training on how to sell, training on how to recruit. We've got a NAA university which is all online. And this is a partial list of all the courses that are available. And you can click on any one of these courses and you can get through it free on a scholarship. So there's tons of support, tons of training. I could just keep flipping through stuff. We got a new agent guide. This is this year our theme is driven, and we have articles about all the people that are successful with our business and how they're getting promoted. This is Terry and Tia Edwards, one of the couples in Greensboro, North Carolina, that's extremely successful. And so this is an advertisement about us going to Thailand. So this is all how we do it. I got a million other things. This is how we do it. We call leads. We hire other people. We take them in a car with us. We train you. We train you to hire people. We train you to train people. And we train you to do better and better. We keep it so dadgum simple. That's how we do it. Okay. Number 4. How do you make money? All right. Here's the way this works. The more money you collect, the higher on the commission grid you're going to go. The more people that you hire, and as they move products, that volume counts toward yours, you get promoted up. Let me give you a couple of simple examples. If you pick up $100 a month, that's $1,200 a year. So it's a $1,200 purchase. You're going to make right at $600. So between $500 to $600, depending on where you are on this grid and where you've been promoted up to. So if you pull in 10 of those and you get an average of $500 each, you're going to make $5,000 in your checking account in a week. If you're talking to a person that has more money and they put $1,000 a month, then that's $12,000. Your commission is going to be a little over $5,000 for one sale. So the more money that you move in to the insurance company, the more they're going to compensate you. Then when you hire other people, what you do is you'll take your grid where you are minus their grid. That's called a spread. And you can make a percentage on all the people you've ever hired. So that's how I have created the multi-million. That's how numerous of people that I've brought on board in the last 20 years have made millions and millions of dollars. It's just because they track all the production back to you. And if you're thinking like I was, when I first talked to Russell, my cousin, I said, Russell, how come nobody told me about this? He said, I tried to tell you, you wouldn't listen. So I don't know if somebody's tried to tell you and you wouldn't listen, but I was 37 years old and I never heard anything like this before that was this lucrative and unlimited opportunity. But it's been like that for me for 20 years. So I hope if it's the first time you've ever heard it, I hope you get it. Hope you take off with it. Hope you're extremely successful like me and Jane have done over the last 20 years. Okay. So that's how you make the money. There's a calculation based on how much money you bring into the insurance company. I tell you one of the other fun ones. They call it annuities. But what it is, it's a retirement strategy that's not dependent on the stock market. It only goes up, doesn't go down. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. It's just a keep your money from going down. It always goes up. So if you move $100,000 from a CD, from a 401k or IRA, and you move that into an annuity, same thing. You go to the grid, the amount of money, multiply it times the grid, roughly $100,000, you're going to get about $2,700 just to move that money. So that's how the money is made. All right, last thing. Who else is doing it? We've got a lot of people across the country that are extremely successful. I've invited a few people on. Let me see. Amber, let's see if we can find Tim Sight or Joseph Dukes. Here's Joseph Dukes. I'm going to get him on here. I think I am. Joseph Dukes, Tim Sykes. There's Joe Dukes. Hey, buddy. Let me unmute you.
Hey, buddy, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, hey, so unfortunately on my end, I can't hear you, but the good news is that I can kind of sort of read lips.
You are loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Awesome. Fantastic.
Light them up.
Hey, buddy, man, I'm out in the beautiful wilds. I heard you talk about the Gulf of Mexico and how you've lived your whole life growing up in North Carolina, wanting to live that kind of lifestyle. Today, I'm up in this really cool place I've never been before called Eden. It's literally called Eden, Utah. It's up in the middle of the mountains, dude. There's a lake just down here. There's mountains up behind me. You know, multi-million-dollar homes I'm looking at up here. And, bro, I got to tell you, the only way that I could even think about living a life like this and even thinking about owning a house like that in the near future is because of this opportunity, brother, that you gave me. And I'm so lit up right now with everything going on in the Alliance, watching people on the team just blow up out there making money. We got young couples in their early 20s that are making more money in a week than they did an entire month in their quote unquote real job, because they're out helping families, doing exactly what you were just laying out, dude. So I'm so fired up right now.
So Sean Quigley, I don't know if we lost Joe or if he was finished, but he is up in the mountains of Utah on the side of a mountain talking junk. This guy's multiple $300,000 or $400,000 income. Joe, if you're on there, could you talk about the money you're making and how you're doing it? Did we lose him? How about Sean? Can we unmute Sean, Amber, please? Amber, can you unmute Sean? Okay.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah,
loud and clear. Loud and clear.
All right. Thank you for inviting me on. So just kind of like what Dukes was saying, Joe Dukes out there in Utah. I'm up in Massachusetts right now. I live in South Carolina though. This week I'm spending some time with my daughter, who I don't get to see very much, but I've been allowed to go to different states and still work. So I was in Virginia 2 days ago, and I'm still making money. And I'm up in Massachusetts. I'm going to be here for another day, and then I'm going back to Virginia to make some more money. And then I'm going back to South Carolina to make some more money. It's just crazy. It's crazy that.
Hey, when you say crazy, could you define what you mean? Like, what's crazy?
It's crazy that this opportunity existed the whole time, and I had no idea.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay. What kind of work have you done in the past?
I've done almost everything. I've been in construction. I've been in, I worked for UPS. I worked for Charter Communications. I worked in a retail store. I've done almost everything. I cleaned carpets too.
So how's the money compared to cleaning carpets?
It's unreal. To cleaning carpets.
Give me an idea. What did you make before? What are you making now?
I would be making every 2 weeks right around $1,500. I made that I made twice that yesterday. Or
you made $3,000 yesterday?
Yeah, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I'm sorry.
2 days ago, you made $3,000. It used to take you 2 weeks to make that.
It used to take me a month to make $3,000. I did it in 1 day.
Do you have a college degree?
No. They kicked me out of college. They said, please don't come back. I said, okay. So
you can sell in Massachusetts and South Carolina.
And Virginia.
All right, Sean. So you brand new. How long have you been with us? Is this your first year or second year?
This is my first year full time. I kind of dunked my toe in, and then I was like, this is for me.
Good deal. Hey, see if we can open back Joe Dukes back up. Joe, tell us how much money you're making with this deal. You've been with us a while. You were a produce manager or something like that at a grocery store.
Yeah, I was an apple stacker. Yeah, I was an apple stacking fool, and then got into mortgages a little bit. And when I came here, with no college education, I came here and was just trying to do something on the side to get me out of the mortgage business right before the crash came in '07. And, here last year, I was my best year so far, and it was over 360,000. And so far, I looked at my paycheck. By the way, dude, the CRM that you guys built and our pay system that you built, I can track exactly how much money I'm making through the year. It's always been like, it's been this crazy, like just, I think I've made this much or close to it. I know exactly that as of Friday, I've made over $130,000 so far this year. And so, dude, I'm stoked. My target is over $500,000 this year, and I know for a fact we'll hit it.
So are you bicycling or what are you doing?
Actually, we were hiking, and I didn't bring the bikes up this time. I think I will next time. But I had never been up here, and Venus had been up here hiking, and she says, "Hey, we need to go check this place out because there might be some houses up here for sale that we want to look at." And dude, this is like it's called Eden. I'm like, there is no way in heck there's a place that looks this cool. So, dude, I'm fired up about it. There's like a ski resort like 20 minutes that way, and there's a lake like 2 minutes that way, and there's mountains all around, and there's elk, and there's stuff that we can shoot at. And dude, I'm so fired up right now, I can't see straight.
That's Salt Lake City, right? Or up in the Salt Lake?
Yeah, yes. So right now I'm about an hour north of Salt Lake. I live in Salt Lake right now, though.
Joe Dukes,
buddy,
successful people with us. Tim Sipe is on here. Let's see if we can open up Tim Sipe. He is somewhere in the desert, I call it, Arizona.
Hey, Andy. How you?
Hey, Tim. Loud and clear. You there babysitting?
Oh, wait. I'm muted. I'm unmuted. Do I have a babysitter? Yes, but apparently she's off today, so you might start hearing them wake up from their nap.
My wife said you're not babysitting, you're being a daddy.
That's right. Yeah, don't sit on babies. I'm just their daddy.
How many you got?
I got 4 and 1 on the way. Woo!
Your wife, she works taking care of the 4 kids and you. She does not have a public job.
Yeah, as soon as I was done with my interview, she was out. She's like, I need a break today. So, yep.
So you've been interviewing, you've been hiring people all over the country today.
Oh, yeah, it's been crazy. It's been emotional, right? But it's fun. It's fun now that I got some coaching from you. Spice things up. Ask good questions.
Boring. How you be bored hiring people? Hey, tell us about your sales, Tim. You travel all over the country selling, and what are you on track to make? What have you made so far this year? Do you have any clue?
I do. I've had $50,000 deposit in my checking account since January. And coming from bartending where you're just busting your butt all year for $30,000 and it's all tips. So you know what I mean? Like you think commissions are bad, try working for tips. So yeah, that's the most I've ever made so far. If you go back 12 months, I think when I came back, it's about 80,000. So by the end of this month, it'll be about 70,000. So
what does that put you on track? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. What are you on track to make this year? 250,000. So you're telling me you've had January, February, March, April, you've had 50,000 put in your checking account?
Right. So where's the other 200 going to come from? That's a good question. Yeah. So once I get the health license,
there's 8 left. So yeah. If you do it 3 times, you're at 150.
Right. So I did the math on, I have about, 1,500 clients who are over the age of 65. So once I get my AHIP, it's on like Donkey Kong, baby. Get that.
And that's another license required for the Med Sup and Med Advantage.
Yeah. So I already know it's there, so I just have to work it.
All right, man. Where have you've traveled a couple of places around the world with us, Tim. Where have you and your wife been with us?
Banff, Canada was the most recent one. Yeah, that was a blast. I'm a mountain man anyway, so yeah, kind of like my buddy Joe Dukes. By the way, I just love that guy so much. He's always looked out for me too. But yeah, Banff, Canada. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Champagne snow. It's good stuff.
All right, so there's another one out of Arizona. Where Jake and Beret, where are y'all located?
Can you hear us okay, Andy?
Loud and clear. Where are you guys?
We are in somewhat desert, I guess, to Albuquerque, New Mexico. So kind of right next door to Tim.
Yep.
And y'all are tied into Joseph Dukes and part of his network, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Yes. We were hired by my auntie. So yes, we were tied in with Joseph. Jera Gonzalez hired us.
Gonzalez?
Yeah.
She's doing real good too.
Yeah, she's doing good.
She's killing it.
She's watching y'all. I saw her logged in. That's your aunt?
Like step aunt, yeah.
Like an aunt. She's like my aunt.
Yeah.
So I was talking to you yesterday. I was walking around the island. I think it was yesterday. I was walking around the island, had my headset on and talking, and you were telling me how this compared to your other job income. Can you kind of relate that story?
Well, for me, it's like awesome because I used to make I remember when they told me I could make $500 a family I helped with. That's what I used to make in a month working at the doctor's office. But for Jake,
for myself, I was like, we were making I think 60,000 a year, somewhere in there, about 4,000 a month. And this last week we were adding it up, and we were like, holy smokes, we did one week of this was 1 month of what I used to do. And if I was still doing what I used to be doing, I wouldn't even be working because of everything that's been going on with the virus. So we're working, we're making more than what we were used to.
Yeah.
We're hanging out with our kids. We're being coached by Joseph Dukes and Mike and Noel and yourself, and meeting people in relationships like that, and seeing the future, what it holds is very exciting for us with our family.
We're fired up.
You want to, I don't know, Beret, you want to tell them what else we talked about, what y'all going to start looking for? Change?
Yesterday, you told me that we need to hire somebody to come in and help clean the house and help out with the kids a little bit. So that was a conversation we had yesterday. And then today I cleaned the house and I said, all right, Andy's right.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You think about somebody coming in, cleaning up, mopping, dusting, doing the windows?
Makes me a little nervous. Truthfully, I've never had that. I mean, Jake and I have been on our own since we were 17, so never had that. But it's something that I know we need to do. And I'm kind of excited. I was telling Jake, well, it's kind of going to be nice not having to do dishes 10 times a day.
God.
Kids eat. Kids got to eat. So
I know it's strange. Have y'all traveled anywhere with us? Have y'all been on a couple of trips?
So I was in Canada for the Foresters trip, and we won the second Foresters trip too. And then also we won the Alaskan cruise, which I know is rescheduled, but we're on track for Thailand. So we'll definitely be in Chiang Mai as well.
So because of the COVID, y'all didn't get to go to Alaska, but you won an all expense paid cruise.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then the trip to Canada in December, I went and I bunked with Mia. And then this trip that was just with Foresters, we earned that as well. So we're excited for that whenever we go.
So it sounds like y'all gonna have a lot of changes in your life.
Oh, yeah.
A lot, yeah.
We've already had a lot of changes.
Tell me about it. Like what?
Just, me, I'm not going to lie, just working more for myself, but it feels good. And then I think for Jake, I think what I've seen is he's with the kids now. He never used to see the kids in the morning or at night. He would see them maybe, a day or 2 days out of the week. So the fact that he sees the kids in the morning and at night is a big change.
Seeing the kids, and then I think one is the association and the mindset. We've never thought so much about what we've actually wanted to do.
Right.
For our future before this. I could tell you with our last employment, we never really thought of where we were going. With this, it's constantly hey, what can we do what can we do more here so we can, get the kids a pool for the backyard or go on this trip and take the kids there. And it's unraveling, and it's really exciting to see what is possible.
Well, I'm excited to see it happen for y'all. I remember when me and Jane, as we were raising kids, and now getting to do stuff with my son and hunting all over the world and all kinds of crazy stuff. Hey, little sight. Hey, little sight.
Let's say hey.
I saw Venus in there. Hey, what's your name?
Rose.
You say
How
my
are you
name is
doing?
Rose? She just got shy.
This is our team. This is all over the country. You get to meet people and different kids, different wives, getting a house cleaner for a change. I mean, you ain't got to. Some of you don't. You can keep cleaning the commodes. You can keep doing all that stuff. I mean, but you can do it. That's my point. And then it frees you up to spend more time with the kids, read with the kids, travel with the kids. It just frees you up. I'm not sure if Bruce Barak is on here. We had one of the executives from one of the insurance companies. If he would unmute, I'm not sure if Bruce.
Hey, Andy, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey, brother, loud and clear.
Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Kicking back on this Sunday. Taking this in.
We fired up, man. Things are growing. So you represent Foresters, a company out of Canada, and you're a vice president of life distribution or something along those lines, some big wheel.
U.S. sales and the liaison to the Allianz family. How about that?
All right, that'll work. So what do you talk to these people about? COVID-19, your insurance company's up and running, taking applications, and the Alliance is selling like crazy for you guys.
Andy, when hearing Tim Sype talk about being a waiter, being in the bar service in the past, just think about this. Over the last 2 months, they live on tips. He'd be making no money. Here, you have given them all a chance and an opportunity to continue to make money. When everybody else is talking about the economy being down, that, people are losing jobs. Right now, you hear about Joe Dukes talking about how great it is to have a life that he can look at a multi-million-dollar house that he's looking to buy because he's still working, taking care of people. When I met V-Ray and Jake, talking to them about how their life has changed over the last while by just joining the Allianz family, the Alliance family, and just taking care of people one day at a time. I'm just excited because even though we're starting to come out of this pandemic called COVID, I reflect on what it has given us. And that, to me, I find the positive in that, where other people are going to make excuses as to why they're not making money, why they're not working, why their life is so bad. We sit here and talk about how life is so great, man. That is the positive message. At Foresters, now every product that we have, our term, our UL, our Par Whole Life, now Plan Right can be done non-face-to-face. For those additional forms that we send out, if there's an issue after you send the application in, we now can utilize DocuSign. We'll email the forms out to the agent to get the applicant to handle. Those are the positive things. And now, just think, I just posted to ban that we're at the halfway point of the second quarter. Things are starting to heat up. We got that 90-day drag race to family reunion. Family reunion's only 2 months away. We're hyped on that because guess what? We're going to be handing out $50,000 to the Alliance family for those agents that are still producing, that are taking advantage of this opportunity to keep helping people to pick up some money. How great is that?
If you like making money, it's really great.
Man.
So what we're dealing with, guys, if you're brand new, this is an executive from the insurance company giving out $50,000 in bonuses, screaming, telling people, hey, write more business, we'll pay you, we got plenty of money, we're not letting up. I used to work for companies that say, we're running tight, the economy. Foresters is saying, all you do, we got plenty of money. They're a fraternal organization also, so there's a lot of huge family benefits that go with buying a policy and being a part of the Foresters family. So we really push that organization because of what they do and how they do it and the way they do it and the manner they carry out their business. So guys, these are different people that are extremely successful. We've got thousands of people across the country. We got them in Miami, and we got them in Washington State. We got them in Washington, D.C., and we got them in South Carolina. We got them all over Texas, all over California. Ask more questions. Get to meet our leadership. The more you find out about us, I think the more you're going to be impressed. The more you get into the details. Joe mentioned our customer retention, our CRM program is fabulous. Our technology is fabulous. Here's what we need, though. Phone calls. People that will make phone calls and go to houses and help people and make a difference. We use our mask, we do our spray, and we can sell it over the phone, too, if necessary. So, guys, I appreciate you plugging in. I hope this helped give you a high-level view of what we do. Get back with the person that invited you out. And ask tons of questions, emails, but get on the phone and talk to them. Maybe even FaceTime them, maybe even do a private Zoom call and ask them a lot of questions. Get your license. Let's start making money. Let's start helping lives. Let's start making a difference and win that trip to Thailand. Love to take you to Thailand with us. We'll go to Phuket. Then we're going to Chiang Mai. Love you. Thanks for plugging in. See ya.